Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thought I'd do another update for you guys in relation to Bitcoin, a few alts as well I've touched base on before, Hype, ZEC, TAO, and NEAR is another one I'm going to focus on. Basically the ones I think are going to probably do the best in sort of cycle. So yeah, stay tuned. Again, if you like the content, please subscribe, comment, check out the links in the description if you want any sort of more assistance trading. But yeah, let's get started. So to start off on Bitcoin, so the previous video I sort of said I was expecting to sort of bottom out. I can't remember exactly what I did say, but I was waiting for the sort of final sort of structure to play out. More so the range low, which is around the 75,000 region. I was expecting to come down to the 73974, just being this sort of support zone here. Didn't quite tap it, but nonetheless had a very nice sort of bounce and reaction off that. So question remains sort of, where do we go from here sort of thing. So the short obviously I did take from this sort of breakdown here. I did close that in profit just due to the spikes I was seeing up here. And then basically I was sort of waiting for more structure to form before I did base any sort of new positions, but I think when I was asleep my alerts didn't quite go off, so I did sort of miss a bit of these sort of big moves up. But nonetheless, again, it's Elliott Wave, which I'm looking at now. So I sort of know following an impulse up, you're going to get a correction down. So let me go into the lower time frames now. So to keep it simple, so we had, let me delete all this for you. Excuse me. Still got this cough, it's a bit frustrating, but yeah, bear with me on that one. So Elliott Wave, so again, it's basically what I use to help identify sort of bottoms and just to know when we can sort of look for a new sort of position up. So we had there's a 5 wave up here. We had a 1 sort of wave drop, slow grind up. I know everyone was sort of looking for longs here, but I just kept out of it. And I was waiting for this sort of C wave flush down here. Basically, what I mean by that, so I could see we had a 3 wave here. It was a slow grind, but it wasn't an impulse up. It was a 3 wave. So what I mean by that, this may look jargon to you, but if you keep following me with my updates, this will make sense in time. But you got to train your eyes to see these sort of patterns that sort of form, and these form all the time, rest assured. So if I zoom into the 5-minute chart, you basically want to look for high probability moves, and whenever you see a flat, so 335, it's such a high chance these are going to go up to a new high. So as it stands, I am long with my stop loss below. Again, it's such a small risk, so I'm happy to take that. Again, it's a 0.4% risk, so if I get stopped out, fine, but it does act as a nice sort of probability. It's a high probability trade. It will move to the upside as long as things remain stable. It is a weekend, so again, I do bear that in mind because liquidity is low. It's easier to move the markets from the bulls, from the whales perspective. But basically with this, so Elliott Wave, it's a corrective pattern. So you've got A, B, C. So you've got a 3 wave here. So 1, 2, 3. I can see this flat structure here. So that is also an A, B, C. So what this is a smaller version of this. So you've got A, B, C. You can clearly see 3 waves here. So 3 wave, 3 wave, 5 wave. 3 wave, 3 wave, 5 wave. So you see these all the time. And again, these are basically what I look for to trade, and it's a very high probability. Again, they don't all work out, unfortunately. This may drop down here, then spike, or it might drop further down, then spike. Or this might be the top and it just continues down. But for me, it's a good trade. I'm happy to take the risk. I did short earlier on the sort of drop. Quick scalp, flip long, and then I'll see if we can get that sort of run up. But it is a pattern which I don't ignore. So it's a pattern that everyone should be looking for as a trader. Excuse me. So if we zoom out, so that's my basis here. Again, any questions, please put them in the comments. I'll try and help you as best I can. So again, where do we go from here? So basically, we've had that first straight wave up. If we do hold here, anything can happen. But what I'm looking at again is a potential head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders pattern. So again, we could have seen here sort of a. This to me is what, again, this is what I've said to you guys beforehand, what I'm looking for. So from the top we had one, so 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we had this sort of structure here. So 5 waves down. So what I think we're going to see now, again, this may come up to here and we get another flush down, that's fine. But for example, if we just go from here, so that would be an A, B, C, then we get another big leg down. Again, what I said before, so you have 5 waves here. Corrective wave field, which I think we're in now. Another 5 wave down to the 70,000 region, then a big sort of pump up. That's what I would like to look for. So again, short-term bullish on Bitcoin. We've got so much news affecting things at the moment. It's just so hard to be exactly correct of what we could see. So again, we'll see what happens. Again, we might get a WXY combo correction, which will take us down to 75.6 region. So this will look like this. Excuse me. This is where edit wave can be complicated, but again, you don't just use edit wave, it's just a tool to help identify wave structures. So WXY is a corrective combo. Each consists of 3 waves. So what we could see basically is the bottom here, we get more of a bit of downside up, something like that. So this will be the X wave, again we test that. Then we get a Y wave correction down to test this region. I would prefer this, to be fair. This to me looks good. Or from here, we can just go straight up. But this to me this is definitely a flat pattern. I'd be very shocked if we just tank all the way to new lows, but it's the weekend, so can't rule it out. But I'm happy to take that 0.4% risk trade. Yeah, and just see how this sort of plays out. Volume, again, we had a bearish spot. I think Trump announced about the strait not being open until they've reached an agreement. That was obvious anyway, so again, I'm not sure why we suddenly tanked, but it's fine. Whenever he talks, you have to expect somewhat to move with the market. But yeah, so that's my Bitcoin analysis. That's what I'm looking for. I'm currently long while above this low here, so I'll take profit 77 and hopefully we get a continuation up. But if not, it's fine. But we could see again this sort of channel form, so X wave down. Right, so keep an eye on that, guys. Ethereum, similar thing again, big wick down. I am long as it stands on Ethereum. You'd be crazy not to. Very similar thing. From the lows, we have 1, 2. Start that again. So you would say again, one wave has to have 5 waves in it. So this would be 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Be another wave in it. So 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yeah, that would do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Yeah, without, so that'd be the first wave here. This would be an ABC correction. Lovely stuff. And then from here, ideally, just go straight up. But again, we may see the WX waveforms or something like something like this, a bit of a deeper retracement, then up. I don't think from here we would continue straight down unless World War III escalated, you know, if it whatever kicked off and yeah, bad things were happening. But in terms of structure, we rejected from a supply zone here. This was never going to be a long position. So from here we could form the base and then we just sort of continue up. If you're a really aggressive trader, you would long, as I have done here. If you want to wave, you would just wait for this sort of reclaim of this level here. So that's Ethereum. Let me go on to Hype. That was it's been a super good trade for me recently. I mean, really good trade. I mean, I got him with the group. I will share some screenshots of the group as I in future videos. But yeah, we got in. I think we're down here. It's about 42. We got in earlier for a long scalp. Got stopped out unfortunately, but we got back in on the reclaim of this swing low here. This is the range low of this range. The retest 57 is what I got sort of back in yesterday. I've just been riding up ever since. But as it stands, this is the all-time high. We wicked into it and we retested it. So in terms of a long, high chance we hold that and we just continue to new highs. I mean, in time, I'm looking for $100 Hype. But again, why I'm bullish on Hype now, it's the same pattern as earlier, guys. You're gonna see, you'll be sick of these if you keep watching my videos. But 335, 1, 2, 3. So this really should hit a new high and continue up. So again, we'll just see how that plays out. But again, Bitcoin holds, this will hold. So that's my Hype analysis. So bullish again over 61.5 target. 66 round number. That's what I'll be going for. We're looking at probably Nia. It's been my other favourite one to trade. Yeah, a bit of a fake out. I've been long since the low, sort of down here. We took some profit up here, but fell back below the range. So again, until we reclaim that. But you know, while we hold 2.33, I am still bullish. So you're just going to be trading this sort of range until it breaks, truly. But yeah, it's been an absolute monster. Absolute monster to trade. But again, yeah, I mean, long-term spot, I'd probably hold for a bigger pullback. I wouldn't FOMO into it right now. But again, I would expect 3.2 to be hit at some point. Sort of being the swing high of this sort of bigger range here. So from here to here, this is all, again, big, you know, liquidity gap here, hence why we moved so strongly. If we start to sort of get above 2.6, I would then look for longs up to 3.2. But as it stands, don't rush into anything. We're getting that sort of rejection now. So I would have been stopped out now because yeah, I did bring my stop loss up. But yeah, good trade. It was a 2% gain, which I'll take that. Did a bit of leverage on it. Let's say that's about 5%. Yeah, I did some leverage on that, so I put about 25% up. But yeah, overall good trade. And then we were looking at, let me just see how Bitcoin's doing. Yeah, still holding fine. TAO was another one I was looking at. Again, similar structure. Just need to hold. Probably say 271 or just this low here for the continuation up. And again, targets would probably be conservative 293 and then 308. That's probably what I've been looking for. Again, all I'm doing is just whenever you see a major high, there would have been stop losses still here. So you expect price to take them out. If it's strong enough with enough buyers, it'll flip it and then continue, or we will reject it like this. To sort of reject it and then we can short back into it. But I'm not currently trading this one. I'm in a few positions right now, so I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, but again, bullish. Potential inverse head and shoulders pattern as well. So there's a few things that I like in TAO, so yeah, keep an eye on that one. But I probably will wait, I mean, personally, to be super safe in terms of a play. I'd probably just wait until we start reclaiming some of these key levels here. So probably here. So reclaim that, stop loss just below it, wait for that sort of initial break, probably reject at 279, come down to 277, hold that, then reverse back, but I wouldn't FOMO into it right now. ZEC, that was the one. Yeah, again, there's nothing stopping this coin right now. Privacy is such a big thing in the space, and ZEC's got that all over it. So again, from here, I'd probably say hold 6 to it's quite a big range, but I'd say I would be looking for moves up to 684 in the next. If we continue, I'd say easily till tomorrow, easy. Probably tonight we'll sort of see these sort of taps here, but if you want to be safe when you long it, wait for the reclaim of those highs, then you can look to long to the all-time high, which I think was about 720. Oh no, but higher, 765. So again, even if you wait to be extra safe from here, 765, you're looking at over 10% move. It's still ridiculously good, guys. So yeah, so that's my updates. USDT dominance, we did break out of the trend line, hence why we did see the big dump yesterday. But again, fake out hopefully. So again, if we can reject from it as we are now, come back down here, Bitcoin will continue up, so the longs will play out. But yeah, we're just playing this big triangle at the moment. What I do like, which I did spot earlier on, is potential again for an actual head and shoulders pattern. I want to see more of us filled out, but it'd just be a fake out and we just get into there and straight down. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, I hope the updates helped, guys. Again, if you do want sort of more updates, if you do trade with volume, I do run a free group with my partners weeks. So if you sign up using my code in the description, send me a message, or I will see you anyway, which I can then add you to the group myself. Yeah, as long as you trade, again, do your research on the exchange, make sure you're happy. But yeah, upon deposit and sign up with the code, I can then add you in. I've also got a Patreon group. If you sign up to the top tier, you'll get into my private Discords where I do update daily all my plays, thoughts. So if you haven't got much time in the morning before work or with your family, for example, the weekends, I will be updating. So you can just check my updates to sort of see what's going on. I've done this for 10 plus years, so I like to think you'll be in good hands with my updates. And yeah, I've got many members who have been with me for many years, so yeah, it's good times. Again, the stock market is pumping, so we're seeing less interest in the crypto market, but again, in my opinion, that will change. I think later this year we'll start seeing the rotation. So it's a good time to be in, good time to sort of learn the basics, which again I can help with that, guys. But yeah, let's make some money together. So again, thanks again for watching. And then I'll see you in the next one. Take care.